let's take a walk. We haven't done one where we take a walk for a little while. This is going to be what will hopefully be a match review of Liverpool versus Tottenham. And I've got to be honest with you. I thought we were actually better than I actually thought we were going to be. I thought this was going to be a match where we were going to struggle quite a great deal. I really did think we were going to struggle quite a lot. Getting the goal so early on from Mohamed Salah, who we're going to come back to his performance a little bit later on because he was absolutely magnificent. But to get that goal so early on, it was absolutely magnificent. It really was. And I just thought the way that we were playing in the first half was good. It was okay. It wasn't necessarily the best. Yes, we got a very good early goal and all that sort of stuff. After that, though, we did start to invite a little bit of pressure onto ourselves, and you know, it just looked like we were going to struggle quite a bit in this game. So I just felt we did well. Very, very well worked goal by Salah to get the very first goal. Obviously there was a defensive mistake from the Tottenham guys, but you can't leave someone like Salah and give him that much space. Even giving him the opportunity to get a sniff at goal, you really can't give him it. And he scored, I think it's his 26th goal that was, maybe 27th, I'm not sure, in all competitions, and scored, I think it was his 20th goal in the Premier League. I think he actually got 21 after his second goal as well. You know, and then, as I say, we started to invite a little bit of pressure, but we were doing okay. We were doing solid enough. Defence was looking, it was looking all right. Wasn't looking too bad at all. We've got to fast forward a little bit, obviously, because not a lot happened until Victor Wanyama decided to find his shooting boots and absolutely slammed one in the back of the net. Now, to be honest with you, a lot of people were saying, why didn't Karius catch it? Yeah, he could have caught it, in my opinion. He could have caught it, probably should have caught it. And then that obviously doesn't happen, but he punches the ball out. It comes out to Victor Wanyama. Of all people, you do not expect Victor Wanyama to be scoring a goal like that. Heung-min Son, yes. Kane, absolutely. But Victor Wanyama, never really seen him, well, not that I remember. I've never really seen him score goals like that before. So it was a surprise, and it goes absolutely so far in the top corner, it was almost unbelievable. But hey, it's one of those goals. You can't take it away from the guy. It was a brilliant goal. So then, obviously, we've got to fast forward a little bit more, and there's obviously some penalties to talk about as well. In my opinion, I think the first penalty, again, it was soft. It was soft, but you've definitely seen them given, and you saw it given yesterday. It wasn't as soft as I thought the second one was, but we'll come on to that one as well. Thankfully, Harry Kane decided at that point he didn't want to score his 100th goal for Tottenham, or his 100th club goal, I think it is. So he decided to actually just try and maybe put a cool one down the middle, but Karius didn't move, and thankfully he managed to save it, so that was decent. Then Salah, you know, Lionel Salah decides to go on this really he was looked like he was cornered over in their corner by their box and their goal. Looked like he was cornered, but somehow he twists, he weaves, he moves himself through all the people that were surrounding him, and he puts it in the back of the net. And I don't know what we've done to deserve Mohamed Salah. I really don't know what we've done to deserve Salah. It's quite something. It is quite something that he's managed to get a goal like that, and it was mesmerising. It really was. And because it was so late on, it looked like we were going to get the win. But no, because then a linesman, and this is what it kind of confuses me a little bit, because I didn't realise that a linesman can overrule a referee, because you clearly see the referee wave away the foul. But then the linesman is absolutely going mental on the sides, waving his flag all over the place like he's trying to get F1 started or whatever. He's absolutely going mental with his flag. Becomes a little bit of the centre of attention, but to me, I think the final word has to lie with the referee. And if he didn't think it was a penalty, there's rumours and there's a little bit of dialogue coming out that John Moss and his linesman, they didn't actually know whether it was a foul or not. They weren't sure. Now, the way I understand it is that if you're not sure as a referee, then you cannot give the penalty, or you cannot give the free kick. You can't give a yellow card or a red card if you're not 100% sure. In this case, they have. Now, obviously, pundits and referees and such that are watching the game, or ex-referees, I should say, are praising the referees for good decisions. And yeah, I can see why you probably would, because, well, it looks like good decisions at the end of the day, but when it comes out that it looks like they don't know, they're not 100% sure on the decisions that they're making, then it's questionable that you can be supporting the referees in this instance if they're not entirely sure. And to be honest, this I would be saying the exact same way if it was another team, and I'm dead honest about that. If it was another team, I'd be like, or if it was, say, we'd got a penalty against Spurs in the exact same way, referee's not sure, I'd be saying we got lucky. We got damn lucky to get that penalty. And in my opinion, they got lucky to get that penalty. Harry Kane scores his 100th goal for Tottenham, or club goals, whichever it is in total. And it finishes 2-2. A 2-2 I would have took, or a draw I would have taken at the start of the game. The second half was really, really difficult, and it was really testing for Liverpool, in my opinion. Liverpool were basically looking like we were playing with 10 or 9 men most of the time. They just looked like they were bossing us a lot, all over the midfield. I don't know, they just seem to increase their pressure, increase their intensity. Obviously, they are the kings of pressure, as people like to say, but they really did put us under a great deal of pressure. And it paid off. It certainly paid off. It was one of those moments of pressure when we were 1-0 up that you could feel they're going to get a goal. They are going to get a goal. It's going to go 1-1. And then obviously Victor Wanyama scores that screamer. We were lucky again. As I say, I want to give special praise to Mohamed Salah. Not that nobody else is, but Mohamed Salah is just an absolute demon. He is an absolute demon. I say it again, I don't know what we did to deserve Mohamed Salah for such a fee of 35, 36 million. People were saying that we overpaid for him in the summer. No way. No way. No way did we overpay for Salah. And I don't think anybody in the Premier League, whether you're a Man United fan or whatever, I don't think anyone can say that we overpaid whatsoever. He is an absolute shining light for Liverpool's season. He is, you know, he's as good as Sadio Mane was last year. He's better. And I'm not criticising Mane, because I actually think Mane did do some good things yesterday. Just some things weren't coming off for him. I believe that his form is coming back. Firmino, again, was very, very good. Henderson, Can and Milner midfield seems to do it for me, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to lie, it does it for me. And I'll tell you why, because it gives us a little bit more. All right, take away some, like, most of the second half, because, you know, Tottenham decided that they were going to go into their top gear a little bit. It did do it for me. Yes, it lacks a little bit of creativity at times, and I think a little bit more creativity would have actually helped us. Like, if we had, like, Adam Lallana or someone like that, if we had them in the midfield, yeah, we probably would have created more chances. But I think it did add a little bit more steel. If I'm going to be honest, I'd probably prefer to play Emre Can with Milner or Emre Can with Henderson and having Lallana in there. I think Emre Can has to be a mainstay. It's one of those unfortunate things with Emre Can. It looks like we are going to lose him in the summer, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that, because he's putting in some really good performances right now, and it's going to be one of those things. He's only 24 years old, and we're going to lose him before he actually hits his prime. Hopefully something can turn it around in contract talks and stuff like that with Emre Can, because I firmly believe if you have Emre Can next year, along with Henderson, Milner, Naby Keita, who's guaranteed to come over as well, that makes the midfield look so much stronger. It really does. Gives you so much more, you know, gives you more options, so many more options. You can then obviously start playing with different formations, etc, etc, etc. A lot of people criticising Van Dijk, and I can kind of see why. He shouldn't have put himself in a position where he's going to sort of put contact on person in the box. I can't remember if he took down Kane or not. I think it was Kane the second time. You can't put yourself in a position where someone has the opportunity to dive and give the referee a decision. Okay? Aside from that, I actually thought Van Dijk had a pretty good performance, and I've got to say as well, I thought Lovren had a decent performance as well, aside from the fact when he miskicked the ball, he didn't even hit the ball, and obviously the ball went through to Karius, and Kane was following, gave away the first penalty that thankfully he missed. Other than that though, okay, trying to find positives there, but other than that, I actually thought they had a good partnership. To be fair, I thought Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robertson were great on the flanks, and Karius, to me, the goals couldn't really do anything about. I actually felt he had a decent game. I thought he did have a good game. I thought he'd made some decent stops, some very close, you know, close quarters stops as well. I did. I thought he had a decent game, a really decent game against some high-level competition in Tottenham. So there we have it. It's 2-2. Okay, well, I think Tottenham are still 2 points behind us now. Arsenal, we are 6 points in front of Arsenal, which is decent. Chelsea play this evening. I think they go to Watford, so keeping an eagle eye on that one. Because if Chelsea get another negative result, then that will only benefit us if Tottenham, say if the worst happens, we don't beat Southampton and Tottenham win their next game, then we'll probably still stay in the top 4. Top 4 is what it's all about right now. Obviously, we've got the Champions League coming back to action as well. I think we play Southampton at the weekend, and then we play at Porto next week, midweek. And I'm looking forward to that, and then it's West Ham after that one as well. So I'm looking forward to all of it. I really am nervous, as I always will be before matches and such like that, but I'm looking forward to all of it. It's going to be so much going on, and I can't wait to get a couple more previews, reviews, and maybe just some general thoughts about other things that I might want to talk about. So I hope you have enjoyed this much lengthier review than I would normally do. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do like it if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you ever so much for watching, as always, and I will catch you later.